Hello, beautiful people, wonderful people. Happy New Year to you all. We all made it over into another year, and that is something alone we can be thankful for. Um, I know within my family and my few friends, um, we've lost some people along the way. I've lost people on both sides of my family. This year alone, I've lost a few people, a few close friends of mine have lost loved ones, but we made it into the new year. So happy New Year to all of you. Um, I hope you had a great Christmas, a great New Year, whatever you decided to do. I hope you really enjoyed yourself. Um, I wanted to do a video. I know my hair is different. I will explain that in another video, but I wanted to do something a little different. I have a little confession to make for the new year. I don't make New Year's resolutions. I'm not that person. Like, oh, this year I'm gonna lose weight, or I'm gonna go to the gym more, or I don't do that. I mean, I could hold myself to that. I don't do those. I don't do New Year's resolutions because 9 times out of 10, when people say they want to do something, they always want to start out a new year, new me. That's what people always say. And 4 days later, that whole thing just went south. It takes between 14 and 21 days to make something a habit. And some people don't make it past 3 days. Sometimes they don't make it past day one. So I don't make New Year's resolutions. I set goals. So this year, I am trying something that I never thought that I would even try, never thought that I would ever do, because I love the way that I eat. No, I am not going back to eating meat. That is not it. So get that thought out of your head, like, oh, she went a whole year trying to be vegan and she's going right back to eating burgers. No, I am not. I am going raw vegan.
Hold on. Let me catch my breath.
I cannot believe I'm saying that. This is not going to be anything permanent. I promise you this will not be permanent. This is something temporary I'm going to do for about 3 to 3.5 months, just to see how it's going to react with my body while I am working out. Since my health has gotten to the point where I can work out, I'm not going to go too extreme with my body. I can't do Pilates or yoga anymore because I have bone spurs in my neck. I can't hold my head a certain way for a certain length of time. So Pilates and yoga, that's out the question because one, I cannot get down on the floor. I have a fractured hip and 2 bad knees. So I cannot get down on the floor. And 2, I cannot hold my head in a certain position because if I hold my head in that position anytime past like 5 minutes, I will either black out or I will come close to blacking out. Like it will get to the point where I'm seeing stars. So I can't do that, but I am getting back into my walking and I am getting back into my dancing. I will be doing like some of Matt Stefanina's dances and stuff like that. He will make you sweat, and that is what I love. I love dancing. I've always loved dancing from a very young age. And so I want to be able to bring that into this new year along with walking. I'm not going to try and do like 8 miles a day like I used to. I'm not going to do that. I may do like 4 miles a day and just call it quits after that. But I'm building up to that. But why I decided to go raw this year for a few months. I know being raw has a lot of benefits health-wise because foods are not processed. There's not chemicals in your food that you have to worry about. Well, my thing is, I still love eating burgers. I still love eating steak. I still love eating my chicken nuggets. I still love eating my pulled pork sandwiches. I still love eating my pizza. I still love eating my pasta with my meatballs in it and all of that good old stuff. Spaghetti with either ground beef or ground turkey. No animals are ever harmed in the process of anything that I cook, whether I use cheese or whether I use butter or whether I use meat. No animals are harmed in the process of making any of my meals. So this year I decided, well, since I'm able to work out, I'm slowly building up to where I can work out twice a day instead of one time a day. I decided, well, I want to just start out fresh because I know all the junk that I had last year. Being vegan, I ate a lot of Oreos. Oreos are my favorite. And when I realized I don't have to give up Oreos being vegan, I'm going to eat a lot of Oreos. So the Oreos that I ate, the ham that I ate, that was so good. All the pumpkin, whatever that I made, all the sweets that I made. I was like, I always do a detox at the beginning of the year anyway, but I want to see how my body's going to react just by doing this 3 months. I am going to eat 2 processed meals a week. They're not going to be the same day. They're not going to be like, you know, right there close to each other. But I will eat 2 processed meals within a week, whatever day I decide to choose. It'll be whatever I decide to cook for that day. I wanted to try something different just to see how my body would respond to it, how my body would feel during the time. I know a lot of raw vegans out there on their channel, they're just like, oh, if you're not raw, then, you know, you're not really vegan, or if you're not, like, a lot of, you know, out there vegans make veganism into a religion. And it's not a religion, whether you're doing it for dieting purposes or you're doing it for health benefits or you're doing it for whatever reason. If you want to do it, veganism is whatever it may mean to you. Like, I'm a different type of vegan, and like, there's not many of us like that. Like, the only other vegan who I would consider a cool vegan is the vegan cheetah. And shout out to you, man. I love your videos. You were just hilarious. You always give me a good laugh. I will put a link to his channel in the description box below. He is another cool vegan. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and judge you because, oh, you said you're vegan, but you have a pizza with regular cheese on it, or, oh my gosh, you said you were vegan, but when you're out with your friends or on certain holidays, you eat meat. I don't judge. You know, everyone has their own way of how they want to be a vegan. So this is just a diet for me, doing the raw vegan. So I have like a whole bunch of fruit. And I will say this, for all those high-powered vegans who's like, you know, extra out there vegans that try and like shove it down other people's throat, you all really need to just shut up and just stop. Because you make it seem like people can just stop what they're doing at any given moment and just go vegan. It doesn't work like that. With any diet, with any way that you eat, you can't just stop overnight. It doesn't work like that. You don't just stop eating greasy foods overnight and just, oh, I'm just gonna bake everything. No, you don't do that. And you can't scream and yell at adults or children and tell them, oh, you have to eat this. Why aren't you here with me? Shoving a banana down your throat, or sucking on a pear, or sucking on some mandarins and whatever else you want to eat. Like, it's expensive. I am not gonna lie, if there is anyone out there watching this video that is non-vegan and you were thinking about doing like a vegan diet to lose weight or to just try something healthy, I will let you know this. One, you do not have to be a vegan to lose weight. I will do another video on non-vegan health tips. Now, I am not a dietitian, but I can give you the tips that helped me, because last year was my first year being vegan. Today marks year 2 that I have been a vegan, because I started fresh last year. It was easier for me because I was once a vegetarian. So it was nothing for me to cut meat out of my diet. Everyone is different. People cannot just stop eating and just go back to this, because you're going to eventually have a taste for some buffalo wings, or you want a nice greasy beef burger, or you want some ribs, or whatever. You can't just drop what you're doing and just be raw vegan or whatever type of vegan that you want to be. It is expensive. It is not cheap in the least of ways. One, I'm pretty, well, it's expensive, one, because it's a healthier way to live. So of course, all your organic foods and all your healthy stuff, it's gonna cost more money. Even it, like, you go to Whole Foods, you go to Walmart, you go to Kmart, you go to whatever store you want to go to and buy your vegan foods. Even if you go online, for the most part, if I purchase vegan foods, I normally go on Vegan Essentials. Again, hashtag not sponsored, but I really wish it was. Like, they are the best when it comes to vegan friendly foods. I don't have to stand in the aisle for like hours going through ingredients to make sure that it's vegan friendly. Because there are some things that you may think is vegan, but it is not. So Vegan Essentials is great. They have the ingredients right there in front of you. It's vegan friendly foods for yourself, for your pets, and I think they have baby food on there too if you want to, start your baby out as vegan. That's perfectly fine, but I'm not going to sit here and shove it down your throat like, oh, you have to be vegan if you want to be healthy, or you have to be vegan if you want this. I'm not going to do this. It's all about what you eat, how much you eat, and when you eat it. So for my people who want to become vegan, don't think that it's going to be cheaper because you're vegan. The foods that I purchase, my buffalo wings, or my vegan fish fillet, or my crab cakes, or whatever, there's a small amount in there. See, most vegans that are just like all trying to just shove everything down your throat, they don't tell you how much that you're going to spend. So for those extra strong vegans who are like telling children, oh yeah, but if your parents don't buy this for you, then just tell them to. You can't force your parents to buy you anything. If you are a young person and you want to become vegan, you have to ask your parents. One, vegan food is going to cost more money. Two, you're not going to get as much food in there. So that means you have to buy more to make up for what you want. For example, I love pulled pork. This tiny box that only has 4 sandwiches. 4 sandwiches. This box alone, if it's not $6, is right at $6 for 4. I had some barbecue wings. So when I say I'm eating barbecue, this is what I'm eating. Now it is good, I will say. These are delicious. There are only 10 pieces of vegan chicken in this bag. All this bag of air, chicken is down there. All this air, the freshness. Chicken's down there. It's only 10 pieces of chicken in this bag. When I get my fish fillets, it's only 6 pieces in there. If I get deli meat, it's literally maybe 8 slices, thin slices. You have turkey. I've never been a bologna person. Even when I was eating meat, I've never cared for bologna. Like, that's just gross. But to each his own. They have turkey, they have ham, and they have bologna. And that alone, if it's not $4, I guess it depends on what store you go in or whatever. If it's not $4, it's like right at $4. So it's expensive. It takes a lot, especially if you want to eat certain things over time. It is not cheap. So I'm not, saying that to discourage you if you want to become vegan. It takes time. It's going to take time. It's going to take money. My suggestion would be to start out vegetarian, especially if you're a young child and you want to become vegan eventually. I would recommend cutting back on certain meats that you eat. It's a daily thing. It takes between 14 and 21 days to make something a habit. So you have to be persistent. You can't just do it for a couple of days and go, okay, well, I'm over it now. It takes time. So after those 21 days, whatever you're doing, you're eliminating certain things from your diet every day. Now that's become a habit. I would suggest starting out as a vegetarian. It's not as expensive as being a vegan. Being a vegetarian, you can get whatever foods you're going to eat. If you still prefer to eat regular cheese, unless you are lactose intolerant, they do have cheeses. I am very picky on the cheeses that I get. I prefer Go Veggie. They have the one in a purple bag for vegans. They have the one in, I think it's like a green bag or whatever, for people who are lactose intolerant, or for vegetarians who are lactose intolerant. You want to try different cheese, I would recommend Go Veggie. That to me is the one cheese that I can actually enjoy because it melts like regular cheese. It tastes like regular cheese, but there's no it's lactose free. So go vegetarian first. Don't try just going full out vegan. Don't let other people pressure you into something that may be great for them. I'm not going to sit here and scream at you and tell you to carve up or tell you to shove a whole bunch of fruit down your throat, because fruit is expensive as well. Especially if you're trying to go raw, it is not cheap being raw. In the least of ways. Granted, I bought a bunch of other stuff, but like if I were to just calculate all the fruit that I bought, it was well over $60 worth of fruit just to last me for a while. Now, I love fruit. I can eat fruit all day and be full, but that's me. I have the money to buy this. So for grown people to get on their YouTube channel and tell, like, pretty much demand that a child force their parents to buy them something, that to me is just ignorant. Just because you are over here doing whatever you're doing, you're being the raw vegan, or you're being the carby vegan, or you being the raw tofu, or whatever type of vegan that you want to do, you can't force that on someone else. You have to get in your mind. It takes time. People are different. You can't just drop and do this. It's a work in progress. Just like if you want to lose weight, you're not going to lose weight overnight. It takes time. It takes work. It takes patience. And I cannot stand when I hear other vegans screaming or whatever in the world they want to do, or looking down on the vegans who actually give advice to non-vegans on what they eat or whatever. Like, everyone is their own individual. We are not going to have a whole world of vegans and we're all going to hold hands and sing Kumbaya. We are the minority. When it comes to veganism, we are the minority. I don't want anyone, vegan or non-vegan, to look at me and go, oh, well, she says that she's vegan, but she's telling non-vegans that they can still eat meat. If they want to continue to eat meat, who am I to judge? Who am I to look down on someone because they want to eat meat? I came to the conclusion within myself that I no longer wanted to eat animal flesh. I didn't want to eat anything that had to do with animal flesh. some people, they go, oh, well, would you eat your dog? If I was part of a different culture where that is a delicacy, I probably would be eating my dog. Well, not my dog, somebody else's dog, or their cat, or their pet bird. Like, people, stop trying to guilt people or pressure them into being vegan. The whole world is not going to become vegan. And I don't understand why some vegans don't get that through their head. Like, I don't know. Maybe they need to eat a burger or something. I don't know. Whether it's vegan or not, eat a burger. Maybe then you'll get a little bit of common sense. But I just wanted to come on and just let you guys know I am going raw vegan. Well, partially raw vegan for about 3 months. I will keep you guys updated. It's not really for weight loss or anything like that. I just want to see how my body's going to react to it while I'm working out. And school starts back for me tomorrow. Holy cow. Yeah, school starts back tomorrow. It is still Sunday. So yeah, school starts back tomorrow. Whether I'm eating my burgers or my sausage patties, or I'm eating a steak, a nice juicy thick steak with some sauce on it, am I bothering you? No, I am not. It is going in my body, not yours. Vegan Cheetah, I love you. You stay awesome and you stay the cool vegan that you are. All those other vegans really make me sick because they make the rest of us look bad. They really do. We're not all jerks. I promise you we are not. There are cool vegans out there, and just you have to look past the idiots who are telling people to do things that make no sense whatsoever. They don't even have logic to back this up, and to them, in their own eyes, they're right, but we just ignore those guys. But I love each and every one of you, whether you're a vegan, you're non-vegan, you're trigan or trietarian, whatever you want to call yourself. You just want to test the waters, you want to eat a veggie burger every now and then, go for it. Try it out. If you like it, hey, that'll be your burger instead of eating the greasy beef burgers. I would always suggest go to turkey burgers. Whatever you decide to eat, I love you regardless. Friday, I will get out a video for my non-vegans who are looking for health tips as far as what to eat to help you lose weight or whatever your intentions are. Like I said, you don't have to go vegan just to look a certain way. Just don't let anyone pressure you and end up causing you to have an eating disorder because that's what this person said that you should do. I love each and every one of you so very much. I hope you had a great New Year, whatever you decided to do, whether you're a party person or you went to church and had service. That's what I did. Whatever you guys decided to do, I love each and every one of you, and I look forward to bringing you guys my health benefits as far as my raw vegan choices for the whatever holiday comes up. I will make sure I do a cooking with Shia for that particular holiday. But other than that, I'll keep you guys updated with my progress on my raw diet, if I like it, if I'm going to do it longer than 3 months. I know I'm not going to do it all year. I know that's not going to happen. I still love my food. So, I love each and every one of you, and I will see you guys in the next video.